So I'm running for school board because I want every student to have a voice. This is actually the second time I've run. This will be my second term. And I ran originally because my son was born deaf. And as he got older and got ready for school, what we realized is that he's what the education establishment considers as twice exceptional. Both has a disability and is an extremely gifted child. And so trying to navigate both special education into a 504 into gifted and talented is a really complicated thing that we had to do as a family. And I figured if I struggle with this, a lot of people are struggling with this, and these kids need someone who understand, and these families need someone who understand, who can advocate for them. So my number one top policy priority has been and will remain STEM and technical education. That's really one of the things that I bring to the board, that the jobs of the future are absolutely STEM and technical education. And that goes for not only your traditional STEM fields like biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, but also the things like the Health Science Academy, as well as the new career and technical education programming that we're developing at the CTE Center. Student safety, staff safety, obviously a huge priority for all of us, especially this day and age. Also, you look at things like sound financial responsibility. We are in a very tight budget system. We have declining enrollment because of birth rates and because of home prices in the district. We have to really manage every dollar that we have and absolutely prioritize, in my view, our people and our programs over places, for example. So, tightly managing every dollar that we get and really being sound fiduciary of the tax money that we have. There are other priorities that I have on my website that you can have a look at LaurenTyra4PISD.com. That's a great question, and that's a really multifaceted question. And I'm going to give you an answer that's a little bit of a non-answer, but really multiple measures of data, because it's super easy to say we would look at STAR scores, or super easy to say we would look at graduation rates, but it's really a more of a complex data picture, right? Because we're looking at MAP, we're looking at uh, fine arts participation, we're looking at athletics participation. We're looking at so many different measures and metrics across the district to really look at the district holistically and make sure that we're not just measuring one test on one day starting in third grade, but that we're actually evaluating how these kids, how these teachers, how these campuses are growing on a year-to-year basis starting in pre-K. I think that's really important because the business community are who is going to employ our students, right? Like our students, when they graduate, can be employed locally. They may go to college. They may be like me. I grew up here. My parents still live in the Harrington neighborhood. In the house I grew up in, I chose to come back. And so our local business community are the future employers for our students, and understanding what their employment needs are going to be and understanding what they need out of our graduates is critically important beyond other partnerships. We have what we call the PIE program, Partnership in Education. They really do give people pie annually for to celebrate that program. And so this program is one that really helps bring the business community into campuses and engage with students and do projects with students, some of like the project-based learning type of things, as well as sponsor different activities and sponsor different things. So critically important that there's that engagement there. The thing that I'm most excited about right now is all the construction. And I know that's maybe a little bit of a weird answer considering that people typically see it as very disruptive. But when you look at what we're doing with the bond that was approved by the voters in 2022, we're completely renovating Plano Senior High. We're completely rebuilding Haggard Middle School, and we're building a new career and technical education center. And so there's a couple parts to this answer in that our district is aging, and we really need to ensure that our facilities remain excellent and that our kids are learning in facilities that we're proud of. The second part to that is that we're opening up very new possibilities for education for these students. It's a very student-focused approach. And the Career and Technical Education Center, for example, we're going to be able to offer many new things like an advanced automotive program. We're going to be able to offer cybersecurity, more health sciences like radiology, as well as our traditional partnerships like with Tony and Guy or Credit Union of Texas for things like hairstyling and banking.